Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 48's World, where we do soap opera reviews. The particular soap opera we're going to be discussing today is The Bold and the Beautiful, and it aired at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, my time, on June 3rd, Friday, 2016. Okay, just to give you a little summary of today's episode, we go into where Bill promises Katie he'll keep quiet about a secret he's learned. Then we have Brooke is heartbroken when Rick makes a big announcement about his future. Okay, let's go and get into the scene. The first scene comes when Bill is in his kitchen at home and he's pacing and he's looking frustrated and he just don't understand why he cannot just go in and let have on Ridge and what Ridge is doing to everybody that pretty much is involved with the situation of the paternity of baby Douglas and Ridge trying to falsify that he's the dad. And of course, Katie didn't get her answer, her response that she wanted from Bill. That's why they're at home. Katie comes in the kitchen, see him being frustrated, and she wants an answer that he would keep his mouth shut when it comes to telling the truth or letting the truth get out that Thomas is actually the father of baby Douglas. Okay, we go to Thomas and Ridge, and Thomas is still can't believe that his dad wasn't going to tell him the truth if it wasn't for his Aunt Katie coming in, telling the truth, or it was just a hot mess. In other words, it's a complete hot mess. Alright, we leave from there. We go to Brooke and Rick. Rick is hollering about cold coffee when coffee is not the reason why he's not centered and he's angry. Rick is thinking about living or leaving LA because of Ridge. He's gotten fed up. He's started a new life with having a baby involved, and he's thinking about the legacy and what he's gonna have to be left for his daughter to be proud of and probably claim her stake in the family business. But he pretty much can't do that because Ridge and then his successors, such as his son and daughter and all of this, they just been bulldozed his whole legacy down, even though Thorne and him have the birthright to the Forrester Creations millions, billions of revenue and the status. But Eric can't see that. Why? I don't understand either. But it's gonna be a time for change coming soon. So we leave there, we go to Steffi and Caroline. They're both having they're on the rooftop having light conversation as well as coffee or tea or whatnot, and basically they're confiding in one another about, we're really not Caroline, she's not really confiding in anything because she wants her secret to be kept quiet, but it's about to come open, and I'm sure her and Steffi will have a lot to talk about as well. But basically she's telling Steffi it's okay to have your feelings for Liam because they pretty much were stripped from you and you felt that Liam was gone and whatnot, and he is the love of your life. I don't know how that really presents itself with you being married to his brother now, but I guess you have love for both men. But it's okay to still have memories and fond thoughts of Liam because those were feelings that you share and they were just like taken from you abruptly. So Stephanie is like, oh, okay, yeah, but I'm cool. But Caroline can pretty much see through that facade. We leave there, we go to, well, she did say prior to us going to the next clip, she tells Caroline that just as long as Quinn stays her crazy ass away from Liam, she'll be fine. So Stephanie's all in her feelings, and I'm like, Stephanie, it was cute then when Liam was coming back and he had come back and he had got his memory back and all this and other, but now it's just really annoying. You cannot have both men. You cannot have security and then have the love of your life not knowing what is going to take place, because you tapped into Liam's kind of wild side, and only he can get you to do that for him. But guess what? You're married, okay, and possibly pregnant, because I'm sure you're still sexing Wyatt. But anyway, we move on from that situation. We go to Liam. Liam is still remembering the good times with Steffi. And, you know, he's remembering their weddings they had. And I do emphasize on weddings. And just how much he really wanted to continue to have a relationship and remarry her. However, I don't know how his door got open, but Quinn surely walked through it and scared the shit out of him when he pretty much felt her presence, and he turned around and saw her, and pretty much he went to rage. He was like, what the hell are you doing here? Why are you in my house? You know, kind of frightened, because she kind of took him by surprise. Okay, we leave that situation. We go to Bill and Kate. Bill is still spewing. He's saying that fraud, meaning Ridge, is manipulating Thomas as well as Caroline, and she's my niece, and I can't do a damn thing about it because I'm supposed to not tell anybody, and this, that, and other. That's not right, Katie. But Katie is still looking at him like, I need you to say you promise you won't tell. So promise me you won't say nothing. So he immediately half-heartedly tells her, okay, I won't say nothing, but it's still not right. Okay, we go to Ridge and Thomas. Ridge is telling Thomas to be the big brother. Don't try to insinuate yourself and nothing else. Just be the big brother. You're going to have all access to him. You don't have to go to Shanghai, China. It's okay. I understand that. I've had a long time to think that through. That wasn't a good move. But play the role, okay? We leave that situation. We go to Brooke and Rick. Rick tells his mom he can't take Ridge anymore. He can't take Ridge living the life that he always dreamed of living. That was the whole point of going to school for business. That was the whole point of learning about the business. And he just can't take it anymore. He has a daughter now. He has to think about her legacy and what he wants to leave for her. And he's even thinking about starting his own fashion house. And Brooke said, that's okay. That's cool, but make it here. And he's like, he can't take it anymore, period. So we move to Stephanie, Caroline. And Stephanie's telling Caroline she wants Quinn to go away. Poof, be gone, in a sense. Caroline is telling Stephanie it's okay for her to still love Liam. And as she leaves to go home, Stephanie is remembering. It's like she wants to call him or whatever, but she just really feels that she's going to go over and possibly see him. Wrong move, Steffi. You're a married woman. You need to get used to being married. Or do the right thing. Go and get an annulment and then chase out the Liam. But don't play two fences because you're bound to get burnt. Okay, we go to Liam. Liam is telling Quinn that she had scarred him for life. Quinn is playing her role as Eve. She's doing a very dutifully job. He's tearing into her, of course, saying the only woman he would ever love, would ever want to be with in this lifetime, and probably hereafter, is Steffi. There's nothing that she can do or say that would change his mind, and he would never love her, not as Liam, the way she has in her mind the role Adam played. Okay, we leave that situation. We go to Brooke and Rick. Brooke suggests work from home. Get your mind together. You don't have to come in the office. You don't really even have to deal with Ridge. Rick says he will always be seen under Ridge's thumb. Brooke just can't take losing her grandbaby or them. She says she's so used to all the different sounds in the house. Because technically Brooke used to live by herself in this big old ass mansion with nobody in it but her. So she don't want to go back to the loneliness that she feels and the emptiness that gets her set her mind back on Bill. But he's not too far from her grasp as well. But Rick sees no other choice. He can't do what he wants to do, and that means take the business in another avenue where he wants it to go, where he wants it to start building, because Ridge is always going to be there saying, no, we're not going to do it this way. I'm CEO. You know, sit or fall the fuck back. So we leave there. We go to Liam and Quinn. Liam don't see Quinn in his life. He's told her that. Liam just wants Quinn to know he hates her. That's the only thing he has in his heart is hate. And he knows he shouldn't have that for any person in his life. But guess what? She stole so much from him that he can't see straight. He can't think straight. Because the only thing he knows, his life is going on without him. And somebody else is sharing the love for Stephanie that he has, that he should be having. And he can't forgive her about it. And he says that he don't mince words with her. He just tells her, look, you ruined my life. Just leave me alone. We go to Steffi. Steffi's remembering Liam from him coming back on the beach and finding her, and they're both running into each other's arms. And she just feels like, hey, I might need my life back. I might need to cut this out. Because she looks at her wedding band or a wedding tattoo, and it just doesn't cut it. She wants that tattoo to be to the man she wanted to marry in the first place, and only seeing herself with, and again treating Wyatt as an option. And that's not fair, Steffi. You should have just stayed pining for Liam until he either came up dead or came up, in a hospital with amnesia, something to that effect. But for you to be playing both fences, that's not right. And, they need to have you fall several seats back. We go to commercial. We come back. We're on Caroline, Thomas, and Ridge. Caroline's come back home from her yoga class, and she's mincing words with both Ridge and Thomas. Ridge says that Thomas has a good understanding of where we're going. We're going back to the original plan. He don't plan to tell anybody or expose the truth. We're going to raise baby Douglas as our own. And we're going to tell baby Douglas when he gets a little older. But Ridge, that's not going to work. Even though he's pretty much is saying he's going to give Thomas full access. Same lies that Caroline had told him up in Big Bear, and we see how that debacleness happened. Okay, we go to Brooke and Beto. Brooke tells Bill Rick is done with competing with Ridge for Forrester Creations, the CEO, to control everything, the whole entire position. He wants more for his daughter Lizzie. We go to Thomas, Caroline, and Ridge. Thomas explaining to Ridge and Caroline, for now they will keep the secret, but when he's older, he will know who his real father is. Ridge kind of look kind of crazy. Caroline looking kind of crazy. But like I said, only time will tell, and the shit finna get rough next week. Okay, we go back to Brooke and Bill. Brooke tells Bill she don't want to lose her son. Bill is planning to expose Ridge's secret, even though he told Katie he wouldn't, because Brooke is on him like white on rice. We go to Lynn and Quinn. Liam is telling Quinn the only reason she's not in jail now is because the case was too hard to prove, and it just had too many holes in it. And he explains to Quinn he's the only one Steffi. Steffi's peeping through the window, and she's hearing everything Liam is saying. Because evidently she didn't shut that damn door. Okay, or just everybody, it seems like they just walk on into everybody's house on the stores. But anyway, she's looking and she's seeing and hearing everything Liam is saying. Okay, we go to Quinn and Liam. Quinn is saying you want to pine your life away because of Steffi. Liam says he loves Steffi. And Steffi walks in wanting to tear into Quinn also, and she does. Okay, we go to Thomas and Ridge. Ridge is telling Thomas he did the right thing. So all I'm playing like kumbaya moment and things are gonna be lovely, but honey, too many people know about their secret, and too many people are gunning for Ridge. So yeah, pretty much Thomas don't have to say anything because Bill is gonna bust it up himself. We go back to Ridge, Katie, Thomas, and Caroline. Ridge has asked Katie to come over for a truce meeting. Ridge doesn't want Katie to tell anyone about the secret, but Katie has told Bill. Meaning he asked Bill, Ridge asked Katie to come on over, and they got to talking and saying everybody's on one accord. We're not going to tell anybody. You promise not to tell anybody, Katie, because it is our business. You wanted Thomas to know. He knows. He's in agreement. And, Katie looks at him and says, is that true? He pretty much says, yes. We're all solidified on holding the united front that Ridge is the father of baby Douglas. And, Katie knows she done did the wrong thing. Because Bill ain't finna hold that water. And it shouldn't be held. They should be able to live their life how it is. However, baby Douglas got into this world, that's nobody's business but theirs. And they just need to go undo some truths. That's it. We go to the last and final scene where we have Brooke and Bill. Brooke is asking what does he know to keep Rick to stay in LA. Bill says Ridge is toxic, totally toxic. He says he's playing with his niece's life and he don't like it. Bill tells Brooke the secret of the paternity or the true paternity of baby Douglas. Boy, I am telling you, it's hot, hot, hot. And I knew, and Katie pretty much should have known also. But it's gonna be another misunderstanding there, because she gonna like, why did you go and tell Brooke? And you know how I feel about Brooke and this, that, and the other. How dare you? That's how I look, how it's gonna play out next week. But like I said, the truth needed to be told. It needed to come out. Rich need to take his ass back to Paris, take Brooke along with him, because she really don't have a storyline. Just let Katie be with her husband Bill, let them make another baby and be, you know, whatever. Brooke don't want no more children. She has grandchildren being developed here and there, and that's just the way pretty much it needs to be. But yes, get Rich out of town. He has no business being with Caroline. Caroline can be very well suited with Thomas, and they can raise their baby like it should have been raised. Or hell, they need to leave town and let the chips fall where they may. Okay, y'all, that was The Bold and the Beautiful for Friday, June 3rd, 2016, that aired this Friday. I hope y'all have a blessed weekend and enjoy, and tell many of your family and friends about my channel that love the soaps and they want to hear it narrated with some great visuals. I really would appreciate it. And thank you. Love you all. Bye-bye.